Hello, it's me, Daryl, Florida Catholic guy. Figured I'd do another video. It's, I don't know, probably somewhere around noontime right now. Give you an update on my health, so to speak. Things are getting a little better. I've been trying to stick to my, I can't really say strict carnivore, but probably more of keto carnivore mixture, meat based, but I've had some like blueberries, strawberries, and different kinds of snacks like nuts and pickles. So not strictly carnivore, but whatever it is, it's been working because I'm down to 281.5 pounds. I don't know where I was the last time that I gave an update, but I was up to I don't know, 305, 306, maybe a little more. So to be down that much is pretty good. I'm happy. Blood sugar's getting better, I wouldn't say it's good, but I was running before I started paying attention to my diet. I was running 400 and 500 points in my blood sugar, and now I've been in the 200s at night. This morning I was down to like 180 something, so it's coming down. It's getting better. Got a lot of work to do still, but hopefully I'll start getting into a little more walking. That'll help a lot. And the thing I've been doing the last few days is in the morning when I get up, I've been spending time on my sun porch, just getting a little bit of sunshine, like I am right now. It's pretty cloudy out today, but there is some sun. But just getting outside and enjoying the air a little bit, So that's been helping with my mood a little bit. So I figured I'd make a quick video. I think my phone's down to like 30%, so hopefully I'll be able to make a good video here. So finally got my doctor's appointments made. I don't know if I mentioned the last video, but I got an appointment with the pharmacist, which they go over your medicine and everything, obviously, and I got my lab appointment coming up, and then appointment with my primary care. The pharmacist one is a phone appointment, which is good. I don't have to go anywhere. The doctor, because it's been my primary care, because it's been probably 2-3 years since I last saw him. I got to do that in person, which that's no big deal. But it's important to especially get the lab results, and hopefully they'll be, obviously they're not going to be perfect because I just started getting back into my diet, so I got a long way to go. I also just bought myself a air fryer. last 3 days or so. Been using it a lot. Last night I cooked some carnivore chicken breast, which is the chicken breast. I had the cutlets. So I had a couple of them. I dipped it in the egg mix and then crushed up some pork rinds and used the pork rinds as like a breading, and then sprinkled some cheese over it. So that was pretty good. I overcooked it a little bit. This was my first time having a air fryer, but the temperature is supposed to be 165 and it was like 185, so it was kind of overdone, but it's still it was actually still really tender, which other than right around the edge of the chicken there was a little got a little crispy, but that's all right. I mean, for the first time doing chicken in there, it's some of the air fryers have meat thermometers that you can stick right in, and it'll show the temperature right on the screen, so you don't overcook it. But mine doesn't have that, so I gotta open it up and take the temperature there. So, and then I get the the temperature and times from YouTube videos, and that all depends on what they're using, the type of chicken, and just probably like the weight and whatever. And so it's like ovens, it's like microwaves, they're all different. On one air fryer it might take like 15 minutes, another might take 20 minutes, and so you just try to feel it out. You got to see what your particular brand is, what your particular air fryer is like. I think the first couple of nights, 2 nights in a row, I had kielbasa, and that was perfect. That turned out great. I mean, you can't really screw up kielbasa. I mean, you just cut it up, throw it in, and I forget what it was, like 15 minutes or so, and halfway through you just shake them up a little bit. And I did some hard-boiled eggs, and first batch I did just a couple of them, like 3 the first time and 2 the second time, and first time they were underdone and undercooked, so I increased the temperature and the time a little bit on the next batch, and they came out great. So, and the good thing about that is you don't need to use water or anything. You just stick the eggs in the basket and turn it on, and it's done. And so next thing I do is I got some steaks, so I'll do that sometime. Snacks, I got some beef jerky, got some cottage cheese, which I can use either with a meal or as a snack, and I have some pickles. I mean, that's not really carnivore, but it's still pretty healthy. Pickles aren't going to hurt your weight or blood sugar. In fact, the juice is like a vinegar juice that are in most pickles, so they say that's good for you too. So, just paying attention to what I'm eating and making better choices, and so far it seems to be working. We had a lot of rain, changing the subject to the weather now. Had a lot of rain like last weekend. We got like, 4 or 5 inches of rain. And so far it's been really dry since then. And I guess this weekend we got a good bit of rain possible, and then it's going to dry out again. Usually in September, our rainy season starts winding down. I mean, that's not including if, we're still in the hurricane season, so anything can happen with that. But our regular afternoon thunderstorms, which this year really hasn't been that regular. We've been, like I said, other than that time last weekend, it's been kind of dryish. But September is still averages about 6-7 inches of rain, and then October it drops off, and November is usually the driest month of the year, and then that goes into our dry season from October till about June. So temperatures earlier this summer was really hot. I mean, we were like 95, 96, 97 for highs every day. In fact, I think it was last month, Tampa hit 100 degrees for the first time ever. So when you don't get the rain, it gets really hot. So that's what's been happening. And now it's been pretty normal. The few days that we had that rain, we stayed in the 80s, which is, lower than normal temperatures, which actually felt good. Helped the air conditioning bill, because that's been sky high this year. I mean, it's hitting everybody. I mean, everybody's had the highest air conditioning bills in years. And, so to have a few days where it's below normal temperatures is good. Because, I mean, even the nights have only gotten down into the 80s. So, you don't get any breaks even at night from the air conditioning. So, but, we'll be having cooler temperatures, starting this weekend for a few days. By cooler, I mean, 88, 89 instead of 91, 92. But a little bit of rain, that'll help. So, yeah, it's hot. Typical summer, other than not as much rain as you would think. You would hope. So, I don't remember. I know it wasn't too long ago when I did my last video, but I don't remember how long it's been. Been about, maybe 3 weeks ago, I went to see the Joe Perry Project concert. I don't know if I talked about it in my last video, but if I did, I'll just give you a little short recap. Joe Perry and Brad Whitford were in the band, and for those that don't know, they're the guitar players from Aerosmith. The keyboard guy from Aerosmith was in the band, and the singer was the guy from the Black Crowes. I can't think of his name right now, but he was Chris Robinson. He was pretty good, and the bass player was, I don't know his name, but he's from Stone Temple Pilots. Pretty decent band. The drummer, I don't know, because I think it was supposed to be the drummer for Stone Temple Pilots, but he had a family issue that came up, so they replaced him with somebody else. But it was a fantastic show. I mean, they did a lot of the Aerosmith deep cuts that I love. So, yeah, great show. And I've been getting into this other band. This new, well, they're kind of a new band, but they're not really. It's called The Warning. They're three sisters from Mexico. And I had my, you know how YouTube gives you video recommendations? Well, last week I got some recommendations from some of their videos, and I started watching them. And I have heard of this band before, a few years ago, and I thought they were pretty good, but I didn't pay much attention to them because I was, still obviously big into Aerosmith, and that was like my number one band. And now with Aerosmith pretty much retiring, I've been looking for, another band to get into, and so I started listening to their videos last week or this week, whatever it was. And back, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago, something like that, the girls' ages were from like 9 to 14 or something like that. And they did a cover of Metallica's Enter Sandman, and they just killed it. It was incredible. And I might have, like I said, a few years ago, I think I heard it, but I didn't pay much attention. But I think it was last year, a couple of years ago, they did another cover that Metallica was using on a album where they had different bands covering their songs, and they completely pretty much redid the whole song and turned it into this like slow rockin' jam, and it was the greatest, pretty much one of the greatest things I've ever seen and heard. And they had Alessia Cara with them. She's a Canadian singer. I have some of her stuff. She's pretty good too. But the way they did this song was just fantastic. I'll try to link the video, because, and then, I started listening to their stuff, and it's three girls, they're in their 20s now, and they're sisters, obviously I said that, and they've been playing music together since they were young. And so even though they're like just now starting to hit the, starting to become a big thing now, they've had all that time and they're like incredible. I mean, I've been watching, their live performances. Their drummer, fantastic drummer, but she also sings too. She's not the lead singer, but she does a lot of singing. And when you're trying to, I've never been a drummer, but when you're banging on the drums and working your feet and your hands and trying to sing at the same time, and she sounds flawless. And the amount of I can't talk today, musicianship that's needed to do something like that is just off the hook. And I mean, and their guitar player, she's also their lead singer, the guitar player. So, I mean, that's something else. I mean, I play a little guitar. I wouldn't call myself a guitar player. I guess if I play a guitar, I'm a guitar player, but I'm not any good. But to be able to play incredible guitar playing and to sing also, because a lot of times if you're singing and you're a guitar player, you stop playing, and maybe you have another, like a rhythm guitar player behind you that keeps going, but she's actually playing while singing, and I mean, it's crazy. And their bass player, probably one of the best bass players I've ever heard. She does a little singing too, but they're one of the few bands that the bass player actually, you can hear as a real important part of the band. And I mean, together they're just incredible. I mean, and as a guitar player myself, like I said, a bad one. Her name's Daniela. Her guitar playing is just incredible. Her knowledge of the instrument. She's, I've watched a lot of videos like where she talks about her guitars and her tuning and her pedals and everything, and it just blows me away how good she is. And I don't want to say they're better than Aerosmith, because that would be I've said it and I've meant it, but I mean, how can you say that? I mean, saying this one's better than that one, it's all subjective, but it really doesn't matter. They're really, really good. And they have a movie that's out. It's basically a concert movie where they put one of their shows that they did in Mexico City in a movie. I mean, other bands have done this too, but I went to see it last Sunday night. It was playing around here, and wow, it's just great. Obviously, I just got into them, so I don't know a lot of their songs yet, but one of their songs is called Automatic Sun, and it's just fantastic. And it's not just, I mean, yeah, of course they're talented and that's what draws me to them, but they're just genuinely nice young ladies. I mean, they're personably, they're down to earth. Give you an example, there was one of their shows where all of a sudden they stopped playing, and I guess what happened is somebody was having some kind of medical episode in the stands, and so the guitar player, Danny, she asked everybody all right, and she's guided the medical people to where they needed to go to get to the fans, to the person that was having the issue, and she told all the fans to get out of the way so the medical people could get to it. And they stopped the show until whoever it was taken care of, and whatever they had to do to help. And before they started, they, made sure, is everybody else all right? Is it, nobody else needs help? And, they really care about their fans. And there's other, I guess people have told me, times when it's been like really hot, when they've had shows, and they were like throwing water bottles for the fans. So, I mean, it's not, I mean, it is their talent. I mean, obviously, if they weren't talented, you wouldn't listen to them, but, I mean, it's, you can tell they were raised right, and, you gotta, give props to their parents, obviously, and, but they're a band that I'm really getting into, and I guess they're going to be working on a new album soon if they're not already. And if they come back around here, they played here last summer. I don't know if it was like earlier this spring or whenever it was, but they played in Tampa. But of course I didn't know much about them, so I didn't go, but they're opening up for some other band anyway, so hopefully the next time they come around, maybe they'll be headlining, so that'll be even better. Because, when you're opening, you're limited to, your set list is shorter, but hopefully they'll be headlining next time, and I'll get to see them, because they're incredible. And I mean, yeah, they're cute young ladies and everything, but they're also extremely talented. And I'm gonna try to post some videos at the when I post this, but I'm gonna end this now because I don't know how much battery I got left, but I wanted to make a little video here. Take care, God bless you, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.